Crawled under fence, took cover in pit for an hour. Mysuru survivor recalls Pahalgam horrors. Terrorists opened fire on tourists in Jammu and Kashmir's Pahalgam on April 22, killing 26 people. A man from Mysuru recalled the barbaric act, having narrowly escaped the attack along with 3,540 others with the help of his brother, a senior officer in the Indian Army. We survived the horror to tell the story of what can only be described as a monstrous act and paint the heavenly beauty blue dread with hellfire. By the grace of God, luck, and some quick thinking from an army officer saved not only our lives but the lives of another 3,540 people that day, wrote Prasanna Kumar Butt in a post on X. But his wife, brother, and sister-in-law came to Pahalgam to visit the mini Switzerland. They were exploring the place and clicking pictures shortly before terrorists opened fire on tourists. At around 2:25 p.m., they heard 2 gunshots, followed by a pin drop silence for a minute. I'm sure this was the first time most of them heard the loud and terrifying sound of a shot fired from an AK-47. We ran to the nearest cover point behind the mobile toilet that was installed on the side, some 400 m from the entrance, he said. After seeing 2 bodies lying on the ground, but said his brother immediately knew it was a terrorist attack. Then the hellfire broke, the gunshots came in bursts, and chaos ensued. Yet another survival story from the tainted Bais Aran Valley in Pahalgam. We survived the horror to tell the story of what can only be described as monstrous act and paint the heavenly beauty blue dread with hellfire. By the grace of the God, luck, and some quick thinking from pic.twitter.com 00LN2Y0D Joe Prasanna Kumar Butt Prasanna Butt 38 April 25, 2025 Nanan Butt said the entire Bais Aran Meadows region was fenced, giving little room to escape. As people started running towards the gate to escape, where the terrorists were waiting, his family saw a terrorist approaching in their direction, so they ran the other way. Luckily, the Butts found a narrow opening under the fence, and most of the people hiding from the terrorists climbed under the fence. My brother, army officer, with his wife took cover near the mobile toilet. He managed to calm down the other people nearby. He quickly assessed the situation and understood that the fire was coming from the entry point. So he guided us and 3,540 tourists in the opposite direction. Prasanna Butt said. The escaping tourists found an opening in the fence due to a drainage pipe and climbed down separately through the muddy slope, which gave some level of protection from direct line of sight. Just imagine the situation of having kids and elderly people with you, and even worse, scattered in the crowd, and you don't know their location and whether they are safe or not. Words cannot describe the terror and horror one feels in such a situation, and you feel really helpless, he wrote. The panic-stricken tourists managed to take cover in a pit, desperately praying for their lives, as Butt's brother alerted the unit stationed in Pahalgam and the army headquarters in Srinagar. We stayed put in the pit for an hour, petrified, hopeless, and praying for safety. We didn't know if we had to stay put in the same place or run in some random direction, hoping to escape the death trap, he said. Swipe left for next video. They heard the first sounds of helicopters at 3:40 p.m. and half an hour, they saw soldiers from special forces, who assured them that the perimeter was secured and it was safe to walk down the hill. The gunshots still echo in our ears, and the terror still makes my gut wrench. This will leave a permanent scar, a memory that cannot be erased of what Kashmir's beauty hides underneath, Butt said, expressing condolences for the victims and thanking the Indian Army and his brother. Latest blogs